The game that we're going to play tonight is so epic that we don't need a board and we do not need pieces.
So, what are we playing?
In the next hour, someone in this room is going to be taken. And it's going to be up to you to find them before they are murdered.
Peanuts.
Oh, now wait a second. I know you're meth and all, but you can't just come in here and break the door.
I do not mind this game.
Crazy?
Bye-bye.
First one that follows us gets shot.
Okay, Roger that. You drive safe.
Come on, motherfucker!
That was amazing. That was really good.
Oh, fuck. We've been switching way too many times, and we literally just talked about how I was going to start it.
We just put a blooper reel at the end of our video episodes.
Old habits die hard, you know?
They really
Okay.
do. We really like cemented in our brains that that's the order we do things in. And then
Okay. Right. Hello, and welcome to the Senior Detectives Podcast, a cozy corner to talk about mysteries of all kinds. I'm Lauren.
And I'm Hannah. Today we'll be covering the 2018 comedy film Game Night, written by Mark Perez and directed by John Francis Daley and Jonathan Goldstein. IMDb summarizes a group of friends who meet regularly for some game nights find themselves entangled in a real-life mystery when the shady brother of one of them is seemingly kidnapped by dangerous gangsters.
Yeah, IMDb was like, because you know how it gives the genres at the bottom of it. It said dark comedy, action, mystery, comedy, romance. Like it's a
little
lot
bit
of
of
different
everything.
things. Yeah,
I love that. Honestly, favorite kinds of movies, a little bit of everything.
yeah. I wouldn't say that it's like a super strong mystery. It's definitely more of a comedy, but there are mystery elements, and it's very fun.
But I would agree with that. I think it's a comedy first and foremost, and then the mystery elements are there, and you're certainly intrigued, but not. It's not a whodunit kind of mystery,
Right. There are a couple twists that I did not see coming.
Yeah.
I thought that I had it kind of figured out, like it would follow the kind of classic movie tropes of this type of movie, and it didn't. So that's cool.
Yeah, I think this is one of the like more fresh feeling comedies that I've seen in the last 5-10 years. Like it's not necessarily doing anything crazy new or anything, but it just kind of did some things that I wasn't expecting and caught me off guard, and it does feel kind of fresh in a way.
Yeah. And it is star-studded.
I with some of my favorite actors
they'll
and stuff.
give you lots
So
of giggles.
yeah. We start out meeting Max and Annie, and it's their origin story. Max is played by Jason Bateman, and Annie's played by Rachel McAdams. Love them both.
What is her character's name in the Notebook? Is it also Annie?
Allie.
Allie.
It's
I
Allie.
just had that thought when you said that. I was like, wait.
Hold on. In order to
Anyways.
remember her name in the Notebook, I had to say Noah and in my head because it just they just go together, those two names.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love her. She's great. Like I don't think I've ever seen a Rachel McAdams movie I didn't like. Really, she's great, and I've had a crush on Jason Bateman for a long time, since like Arrested Development, probably.
Yeah. This is our second Jason Bateman movie. We did Zootopia. So there, it's pretty cute. They're at a bar. They're playing trivia, and the like way that they filmed this, they answer a question at the same time, and it's like they both stand up and their eyes meet and they walk across the room like it's very funny and cute.
I will say, as someone who loves trivia, like pub trivia especially, everybody else in this bar hates them.
I get it.
100%. Well, it starts out, you see him at the bar ordering shots, and he orders 4 shots of vodka to the opposing team and 4 shots of water to his team and makes it seem like, he's buying everybody around. And then he proceeds to yell out the answer to the next question out loud to the bar.
Yeah. Before
Everybody
he even
hates you.
finishes answering.
His character in this gets better, but at the first third of the movie, first act, I kind of don't like him. Not vibing with Max super hard.
Yeah, he's one of those people that is a sore loser, and desperately wants to win.
Which I do identify with.
Yeah, but you're not weird about it. He's kind of weird about it.
Yeah, I just get really intense and really hyper focused on board games and stuff, but he gets been out of shape if he doesn't win. He's that kind of person. And I'm not like that, but I just get really intense.
Yeah, you would never send somebody fake vodka or give them vodka and then drink fake. That's too much.
It's too much. But they're perfect for each other is the gist of this scene. And yeah, they immediately hit it off. I'm pretty sure they hook up that night. There's a scene of them going home that night. They're making out in the train.
Yeah.
And there's something we'll discuss later in the episode, but there's something on the marquee on the train that is 100% about a plot point later on in the movie.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't think this was that kind of movie that I needed to be looking for foreshadowing clues.
I don't know if there's any others. This is just one that Kendall caught. I can't even take credit for it. Kendall caught it. There might be others. I'm not aware of them. But it's it's a fun little detail.
And it goes into this huge montage of them kicking ass at games. They are gamers, but not video gamers. They're board games and
board game people,
charades and Pictionary. And they do get married in an arcade, which is really cute.
They play DDR at their wedding, which is cute. Yeah. They're the sort of people in this montage that can kind of read each other's minds at charades and
you and
Pictionary.
People.
Yeah, we be like that.
Do not play against these two. They're just wow, 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 wow.
You say that, but you and I can do that a lot of the time too.
Okay, that's true. Basically, you want Hannah on your team. Is what I'm saying. Hannah will win.
I just turn on the mind reading warp whenever I play games with people. So this movie uses the effect of tilt shift, which is a camera effect. They use it a lot in the Sherlock BBC series, but it's so effective in this movie because it makes the whole world look like a board game. There's
it's really cool.
You see them pulling up to their driveway in their neighborhood, and it doesn't look real. It looks like a fake CGI or something because but it's real. It's just tilt shift is such a cool effect. And it's perfect here because it makes their whole world look like a board game. And I love it so much. It's such a cool use of that.
It scratches the same itch as the Ludwig theme song.
Yeah.
Where he's walking through puzzles and things. It's
his world
of
puzzles. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So the setup for, because you got to give them some sort of conflict because it's still a movie, is that they're having trouble conceiving. And so they go to a fertility doctor who tells Max that it is his problem and it's likely due to stress. And Annie's light bulb moment. It's probably because your brother, his name is Brooks, he's coming to town and they have a very classic sibling rivalry where they're always trying to one up each other. But Max always loses to his big brother, and that's where all of his little trauma stems from.
I have so little patience for that.
I don't like him.
I don't like.
Throughout the entire movie, don't like Brooks.
Yeah, not a fan. So they are hosting a game night at their house that night, and they're coming home with all their groceries for the game night, and they meet their creepy neighbor Gary in his police officer's uniform, holding his little white dog, his little villain
white dog,
Bastion. He's played by Jesse Plemons. Also love.
He's my favorite character.
He's such a good character.
He plays it so well.
Jesse Plemons is incredible. He's so good. I watched all of Friday Night Lights, which he's in. He's in like Fargo. He was in a really good episode of Black Mirror. He's just excellent in like everything he's in.
When I looked up the cast to like put the names in the notes, I looked through the pictures twice and I was like, where the fuck is this guy? He's not, why is he not included in the cast? He doesn't look like this at all in real life. They look completely different.
No, I don't know, we're gonna talk about the way he looks, but like he's an interesting looking person. Like I don't know if he like looks, people like to call him discount Matt Damon because they have a lot of the same features. Okay. And I can kind of see it. Yeah. But I think he's one of those people that has such interesting features that I find him really handsome. And I don't know why. It's one of those kind of things. Like I'm just like, I'm not sure why you're handsome, but you are. But not Gary.
He morphed into this character so
Gary's
well.
Different.
Literally became unrecognizable. Yeah. He's so awkward, and his just entire character is played for comedy, but not in an annoying way. Like sometimes characters that their sole purpose of being there is for laughs. Okay. But
right, like okay, yeah.
Everything he does is hilarious.
Yeah, he plays it so well. And you have to play that character so straight across the board. But his whole shtick is that he was recently divorced and he and his wife used to come to all of Max and Annie's game nights because they're neighbors. And it's very much the case of like they broke up and Max and Annie are like, ooh, we only were really in it for your ex-wife. We liked her, but we just kind of tolerated you, but
kind of weird.
Don't really want to invite you. And he makes everything awkward. He makes everyone feel uncomfortable. And I get it. I feel like we've all experienced one of those people that they don't necessarily do anything wrong, but you're just like, like they're kind of, it's kind of almost exhausting to be around them because of how uncomfortable they make everyone. And that's scary.
But he really wants to still be involved.
But he doesn't know how to just say that in like a normal way.
No.
Which is why they're so weirded out by him. Yeah. So there's like a whole standoff with them in the front yard where they clearly have like bags of chips
food.
And he's like 3 for $1 on the Tostitos.
That doesn't seem like a very good deal for the chip company.
For Frito-Lay.
For Frito-Lay, yeah.
And they're like, yep, just us tonight. So
they told their friends to park down the street and like walk up so that it's not obvious. But they start like crawling through the windows.
Two different groups of people are like, instead of just knocking on the door and parking elsewhere, we're going to crawl in through the windows. And I think Max is like, what is it? Night of the Living Dead? What is happening?
Yeah. So again, star-studded.
We have Ryan, who's played by Billy Magnuson.
He's in Into the Woods. I know that.
He's like a delightful himbo in this movie.
Yeah.
I love a himbo. It's one of my favorite tropey character things. Like I'm a sucker for like a handsome idiot. It's just like heart of gold, dumb as a rock. I love it.
Yeah.
And he brings a different girl to every game night.
Yeah. Yeah. So
we don't meet of a man whore.
The girl who's going to be in most of the movie, but basically they're like, I don't want you on my team. You always bring really dumb girls. Who are like just there for fun and not like, in it like everybody else is in it.
See, this is the intensity that I bring to the table, where I would be like, if you're going to bring a different person every week who doesn't know how to do anything, I don't want to be on your team. That's how I feel. That's my intensity level. Yeah. And I mean, to be fair, the first girl we meet that he brings to this first game night is just, it's not that she's dumb.
Something racist too.
She's weird. And like, she doesn't participate. She's just on her phone on Snapchat the whole time. I think that's what would really get under my skin. It's like, as long as you're here and participating, I'm happy to have you. Yeah. But his other friends are a couple that have been together since high school, Kevin and Michelle. It's Kylie Bunbury, and I don't know if I've seen her in much else, or if I have, I'm not super familiar with her.
But I mean, Winston is her
Yeah,
husband.
from New
He's
Girl.
my favorite character in New Girl, and that was exciting.
And he's not unlike Winston in this movie.
He's just like Winston.
Which is great. I love it. Lamorne Morris is so freaking funny, man. He's hilarious. And yeah, he has a lot of the same mannerisms as Winston in this movie. And it's just, more to love.
I didn't really put their drama in the notes very much because it's not very relevant to the mystery of the story. But basically, at one point, they had taken a break from each other, and Michelle had slept with somebody else during that time. And she says it was a celebrity. And so the entire movie, all Kevin cares about is figuring out who she slept with, even though they're married now, they've been together forever.
Right.
He's not like mad at her. He's just like, who was it? You have to tell me.
I think my favorite thing about this drama between them, and we can kind of just iron it all out here. It's not like it really doesn't factor into the story.
So funny.
But I love the fact that, he's not mad at her that she slept with somebody else while they were split up. It's that it was a celebrity and he has to know who it is. And then as soon as he finds out the truth, he doesn't care at all.
No.
Like,
in fact, he's like, are you sure? Because she says that she slept with Lenny Kravitz, right?
No, it's Denzel Washington.
Oh, Denzel Washington.
Yes.
And he's like, I don't
immediately.
Think so.
He's like,
yeah, she even pulls up a picture of them together and he's like, baby, that's not Denzel.
The picture is so funny. The picture reveal is so good because you see so many scenes of them like where she's refusing to tell him who it is. And then she finally tells him who it is. And he's like, okay, sure. And then you finally get to see the picture she has of this man. And it's so obviously like not Denzel Washington, but very close. And it's so funny. It's literally, it's so, well, we'll put it up in the video version of the podcast, but like, it's hilarious. And that whole bit carries them through the movie and it's very good. It's very funny.
Same with like the fertility stuff and like wanting kids or not. That also is a through line for. So for setup, Brooks comes late to game night. He's played by Kyle Chandler, also another huge name.
Also had a huge crush on him. Friday Night Lights, man. I had a crush on literally every single person in Friday Night Lights. Like the Bisexual Awakening TV show. Everybody's hot. Everybody.
I hope he's a better character in that because he's just
Michael B. Jordan's in that show. Like, everybody is hot in that show, man. It's such there's so many actors that came out of that show too. But yeah, Child Candler is is the lead, and he's just like your average dad, but man, he's a handsome man.
Yeah.
But Brooks sucks a lot.
Brooks is a little shitbag. Yeah.
Oh, he's the worst.
So he shows up late. He doesn't park down the street like he's supposed to, and he shows up in Max's dream car, the car that Max has dreamed about since he was a child.
And it's like a specific car.
Yes.
Like,
so
not
specific.
like I want a Lamborghini, but like it's like I don't remember what the car is in this movie, but
red Stingray coupe, what he calls it.
It's such a shitty thing to do.
Shows up with a case of beer right in front in your little brother's dream car, and then Gary comes out.
Gary!
This line is so funny. Max looks over and he goes, "Still in uniform, huh?" Because he's a police officer. I don't know if we mentioned that.
Yeah.
But he's like, it's been like hours and he's still in his uniform.
Which just adds to the weirdo.
It's so weird.
Like, it's bizarre. But yeah, he just like Brooks, their whole dynamic and the reason their whole relationship doesn't work 100% on Brooks's shoulders. He's the older brother and he's a dick. He's a huge asshole to Max.
Just
the whole
immediately
time.
starts acting.
He's so mean to him at game night that night. He like undermines him and belittles him and
tells embarrassing stories about it.
Yeah. And it's rough. And I love that moment when the game night ends and everybody leaves and Annie is like, that fucking asshole. She's not having it.
She's like, I get it now.
Yeah. Because everybody else was kind of charmed by Brooks, you know? And I love that Annie not working on her at all. I love that. Good character moment.
Yes, she very much sticks by Max. And I like a movie where the drama is not, are we gonna break up? You know?
Yeah. Or like, it's not, it's interpersonal drama of like they're trying to decide if they want to have kids or not, which is very reasonable, but like it doesn't feel like their marriage is on the line about it. Yeah. And her competitive streak kicks in. Brooks, who's in town for like a week or something, has invited everybody over to his own game night at his house, which is another undermine moment.
A very nice house.
Yeah. And she's like, we're going to beat his ass. We are going to kick his ass at this game.
Yeah.
I love that.
So it pretty much jumps right to his house. Again, it's very nice. And Ryan has a new date. So we meet the character that is with us for the rest of the movie. Her name is Sarah. She's played by Sharon Horgan. I don't know if I've seen her in anything else. She's Irish. At least she is in this.
She is. So she's in another show called Bad Sisters, which is a mystery show that we have had on our list for a while, but we have not watched yet. But it looks like she does a lot of voice acting work is what I'm seeing from her
cool.
resume. I mean, to be fair, it's an Irish accent. She has a beautiful voice. Everybody loves it. But yeah, she's great in this. She's quite a few years older than Ryan's character. And they're supposed to be coworkers. Yeah. So I'm assuming she's also probably more senior than him wherever they work.
Yeah, probably.
She's got her shit together, you know?
She does.
She's a mature, hot lady who's got her shit together. And he's just does not in any way.
No. He brought her because she's smart and he finally wants to win. And their thing is like, is this a date? Is this not a date? The whole time, you know?
Their chemistry is great though. Like the date or not thing really works because these two have so much chemistry together. And I'm pretty sure they end up as a couple at the end, right? Like
I would think so.
More, I don't think it's really ironed out, but like it's definitely implied that like she'll be back for the next game night.
I think she actually is in the montage. She is
at
back.
The scene at the end.
So,
yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
So the setup tonight, somebody will be taken. Not a normal game night. It's like a big level mystery game night. It's everyone else's job to find them before they are murdered. Like a murder mystery party.
It is like one of my life goals to go to like a legitimate, people are actually in like role play murder mystery party. I want to do it so bad. And I'm just like, I just need to find the right people.
I feel like with your group of friends right now, they would do it. And you have to invite me.
We've made some friends recently and they are just kind of on board for anything. And I love that. And
yeah,
I think they are the right group. They love like cosplay and dressing up. And I feel like that lends itself pretty hard to roleplay murder mystery. A little while later, a man from the FBI comes in to set the scene.
Beatty / the guy from Westworld. I can't remember his name in that.
Jeffrey Wright. Yeah. This is such
just
a small
teeny little part.
cameo part for him, basically. He comes in all official in his suit and everything and gives them the, like, if you've ever played one of these like reality type games where you get like a little dossier folder, it's very much that. Like it's so clear he's legit. He's setting up the mystery for them, giving them their little clue folders for each of the teams. And while he's there, two more men in masks come in and knock him out and have like a very realistic, destructive fight with Brooks.
Yeah. And the entire time, everybody's like, "Oh wow, This is so good. Look at
They're
wow,
all
these are actors. Wow.
they're eating cheese and crackers on the couch like, oh, this is so realistic, so immersive. These actors are so good. And it's so, man, that whole scene is so good because the fight goes on for so long. These two
long.
dudes fighting Brooks goes on for
Using,
so
like,
long. And
knives and shit.
they're throwing knives around. They're smashing like glass and like destroying this house that he's rented.
Yeah. Right.
And then eventually he gets like hooded and
Dragged off.
dragged out the front door. And then they're all like,
Yeah.
woo!
Good job. And then
All
like
right,
the
time
FBI
to
guy
start.
just stays on the floor and they're like, wow, he's really committed. He's just laying on the floor. He's not gonna wake up.
Ryan walks up and kicks him. And
I
she's
know.
like, don't kick him. What's wrong?
Kicking him.
Sarah's so
Yeah.
funny. I feel like the whole night she's finding out like just how dumb he is. And it's good.
Yeah. So they all get to work and they split up, right? So they all have different tactics. Two of them decide to cheat. So Sarah finds Brooks's wallet because he left it behind
Mhm.
and calls his credit card company to see what his last few charges were so that they can find the game company and go try to get the last clue.
Which is crazy because I guarantee that game company's logo and stuff is on those folders.
Yes,
They put
right?
they put that stuff all over it. Like yeah. That's a weird way to figure that
Yeah.
information out, but
Also,
sure, I guess.
the idea that they would even assume it would be open.
Yeah.
It's like 8 o'clock at night, 9 o'clock.
Right. Yeah, that's a really good point. I didn't even think about the time of night being why would this place like be open if these games take place elsewhere? Excellent point. Max and Annie read the clues and then she's just like, well, we're just gonna Google it. And they just
they take his like iPad and they've got it tracking his phone. So instead of playing the game at all, they just follow his phone.
Yes. Yeah. So they're just literally tracking him and they're like, oh, it's going to be so satisfying when we just show up like immediately and find him. And yeah. And then there's Michelle and Kevin
who actually do it. They actually solve the clues.
This would be what my team was doing, I think, because I'm here to play the game.
Cheat. Yeah,
I'm here to play the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they are actually trying and they find some clues in like an office in the house, but Ryan like shoves a chair under the door so that they can't get out. And he and Sarah take off.
They're locked in there for a bit.
Yeah.
So Annie and Max, they follow the phone to a dumpster outside of this little dive bar. They go in so confident and cavalier and stupid. They see Brooks in a room off to the side, like a little storage room. Annie loses her actual mind.
Yeah, I have to suspend my disbelief a little bit with this scene of them at the dive bar because what do you mean?
What
girl?
do you mean?
Like they both are so convinced that the whole thing is fake.
Right.
And that so like the dudes in this dive bar must also be fake and must also be actors. And this is the sort of dive bar where as a woman, I don't really want to go anywhere near this place. Like it's a scary place.
It's a scary little bar. And the only people in there are scary men.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised. It's a sort of dive bar where you walk in and it's like white supremacists in there.
And they look at you and they're like, you don't belong here, get out.
I'd be like, okay.
Bye.
But yeah, Annie, she really kind of steps into like a character role here because
She does. She's having a great time. It's pretty funny.
They get the drop on these guys basically because the guys don't expect them to think that they're actors in a fake game night thing. So
yeah,
she's able to get a gun from them.
She takes a gun from home. She takes Brooks's gun from the house.
She thinks it's fake.
She thinks it's fake. 'Cause
Obviously.
They think it's part of this thing.
Yeah, she whips it out of her purse and starts making them like go down on their knees and stuff. Like she's hosting a hostage situation of her own.
At one point, she teaches them how to do child's pose because she wants their forehead and their hands on the ground at the same time.
And she demonstrates it by getting in child's pose on this dive bar floor.
Yeah. Crazy.
She's playfully like waving this gun around and pretending that it's real, and it's legitimately scary at a couple points because she's like pointing it at her own head, at Max's head, at these guys' heads, and you're just like, oh.
Because I mean, as the audience, you don't know yet, but you know,
right?
It's not fake.
Something's not right.
Yeah, but it kind of leaves you there. It's like a little cliffhanger on their story, and you get over to Ryan and Sarah, who have gone to the company's office. And to be fair to the writers, they did have Chelsea Peretti, another
Queen.
just baby little cameo, asleep. She had fallen asleep at her desk. So that's, I guess, how they were like, oh, she's still here.
She's got like a fake bullet wound on her head because she hosted like she hosted a murder mystery earlier that night where she was the victim. And so they walk in and think they find like a dead woman at the desk.
Body. Yeah.
This whole scene also very, very funny.
It's very funny.
Ryan has some really good things in this scene because they have to bribe her to get information.
Yeah. And she does give them the last clue. It is look in your jacket pocket. And they're like, what?
Okay. All right.
But so Michelle and Kevin managed to get out of the room. And the actual actors that were paid to kidnap Brooks come bursting into the house, and they like see their coworker on the ground, and they're like, dude, are you okay? They like rouse him from slumber, and then they call the office. So now all four of their friends know what's going on, or at least that those men were real, and the actors are like, what?
Yeah, like none of them were actors. Yeah, so Max and Annie, we cut back now. Everybody's fully aware that they are in a real situation.
Except for them. Yeah.
And they manage to free Brooks.
Yeah.
And he freaks out and yells at them like, this is not a game. These are not the guys.
And they still don't believe him. So much so that Annie fires the gun. An actual bullet comes out of it. She like freaks out and drops it. It misfires and shoots her husband in the arm.
Yeah. Poor Max, man. So Max, now got a bullet wound to the arm, and they managed to escape through like the back door. Brooks is in the car kind of filling them in on like what's going on, why these people are chasing them. And turns out, so like this whole time he's been built up as this big time financial investor, Wall Street guy, big money. Turns out none of that's true. It's all a lie. He's a smuggler.
Buys stuff and sells it on the black market and steals stuff sometimes. And so he says that he got a Fabergé egg for a man called the Bulgarian, but somebody else wanted it and they offered him double price. So he sold it to somebody else instead. And now the Bulgarian's pissed and is ready to come kill him.
Yeah. So we have like a car chase scene here. And then finally, Brooks, who's on like, he's trying to have a redemption arc. I would argue he never successfully has one.
No, I don't think so.
But
especially
he tries
with their epilogue. Yeah.
Yeah, no, exactly. But he tries to do the right thing, and he's like, they want me. They don't want anything to do with you guys. And he bails out of the car, and the guys pick him up and take him. So Max and Annie are left alone again, and have to figure out how to deal with his bullet wound.
Yeah, that scene is very funny. She like gets a bunch of stuff from like CVS or Walgreens or something, and uses Google to get the bullet out and stitch him up.
Yeah, she's like, no, they didn't have vodka to sterilize the wound, so I got this nice Chardonnay. And she pulls out a white wine. So they're like pouring white wine on his bullet wound while like also chugging this white wine. It's so funny.
Because they're like, we can't go to the cops and we can't go to the hospital because Brooks said there's probably a mole there. So they're like convinced that they can't seek help now either.
Mm-hmm. And it's a gunshot wound very clearly. So the cops would automatically be called. And yeah, they do this whole thing where they're trying to get the bullet out of his arm. And then they realize that there's an exit wound on the other side of his arm.
And she was just like tapping his bone.
Yeah, I mean, Jason Bateman has had a comedy career, comedy forward, but Rachel McAdams really holds her own with him. She's so funny in this movie. And I wouldn't say it's her like most common type of acting. It's, I mean, Mean Girls is a comedy, but not in the same way. This is like a straight across the board comedy. And like, it's not easy to do. And she does it really well.
Yeah, I agree. And I don't think it's just the writing. I think the writing is very well done in this movie, which is important for a comedy, but she's also like her physical comedy is also very good.
Mm-hmm. So they all meet up back at Max and Annie's house. And so our group of 6 is back together, but they can't go to the cops, but they need access to like police database information to find out more about the Bulgarian.
Yeah.
And
who
the
Brooks
guy
actually sold the egg to.
Right. This other person as well.
Because their plan is we're going to get the egg back and then give it to the Bulgarian so that the Bulgarian gives Brooks back, which is very ambitious.
Also very like short-sighted because like this man who you steal the egg from is probably going to be mad about that. So it's a very like, we just need to get Brooks back and we'll figure that out later.
Yeah.
But they need to find out information about these 2 men and enter Gary.
Enter Gary. Yay. They all show up at his house and they're like, we're here for game night. May we please come into your humble abode?
Yes.
Gary's super weird the whole time.
Yeah.
But it's delightful.
Yeah. So they're playing Jenga with Gary and Max says, I'm going to go to the bathroom and gets up to go like try and log on to his police laptop.
Meanwhile, there's a shrine to his ex-wife next to him.
He walks in and he goes, oh, Gary.
Oh, Gary.
Oh, Gary. Yeah, that honestly is disturbing. Like,
yes, yeah. No, he's genuinely creepy.
Like, it'd be one thing if he still just had like pictures of her around the house. It would be like, ooh, yikes. But he like has them all gathered in one room with her stuff and like it's creepy as hell. But he manages to log on to get the computer and get the information.
Yeah, because it's the password is her name. But so while he's getting this guy's name, his bullet wound is just dripping blood off of his elbow. And Gary's little white dog Bastion comes licking it off the floor and just gets covered in blood.
And then he shakes and the whole room gets blood splattered. Like the thought of cleaning this up is so stressful.
Really
so stressful.
Yeah.
Oh.
So he goes back downstairs and he's like, well, we should go. And everybody gets up and leaves.
Yeah. Clearly Gary cares so much about Bastion. Like that's like his baby. And I got mad at them. I was like, you have to at least like yell as you're going out the door, Bastion's fine. Because he's going to find his dog covered in blood. And the panic. Because it's an amount of blood that is so scary. And with dogs, like
you would think
can't.
He went upstairs and murdered your dog.
Right. You can't just look at a dog covered in blood like that and be able to immediately check them for like you have to take him to the emergency vet now.
Yeah.
Like they can have cuts and like it's hard to find with their fur and stuff. So poor Bastion.
And poor Gary.
And poor Gary. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they are headed to this guy's house who actually bought the egg to try and steal it.
And on the way, Max gets an anonymous call from someone telling him to meet him at midnight with the egg or Brooks will die.
The address is in like a really rich neighborhood.
Mhm.
And there's like a big party happening at this house. And they go downstairs. And the whole time, the whole movie, Ryan's been talking about how he read about how rich people have fight clubs. That's like their new thing they do at parties. And they go to this rich people's house. They are having a fight club.
Ryan is like $1,000 or even more or something. It's crazy.
It's crazy. But there's a great sort of like action scene of them stealing the egg and like they're basically playing hot potato with this egg to throw it to each other to get it out of the house and away from these people.
It's pretty fun.
It's a really well choreographed scene. I think that would be hard to stage that, and it's really well done.
Everybody's involved and everybody is just very, like, the teamwork is very evident. And even Sarah, who at one point they're like, why are you still here? Like, this is now a real life situation and you can go.
You could go. And everybody else is like, well, we're in this for Max and Annie because we care about you guys. And they're like, you don't know us. You're allowed to leave.
She's like, no, I'm kind of in it now.
I got wrapped up in it.
Yeah. Yeah. So even she's like fully involved in the escape and stuff. It's cool. And they manage to get out without anybody being harmed further. So they're like holding this egg, right? Kevin is driving and they're like, oh shit, that's the bridge. And he goes, and he slams on the brakes. And the person holding it flies forward into the windshield and smashes.
They're all just like,
oh no.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. But it's okay because it turns out the egg was a fake. And inside it is actually a paper. It's got the header of WITSEC and a list of names. And I have no idea what it means.
They head to the meetup point on this bridge to try and get books back. The goons make them all lay down on the pavement in a line.
Yeah, the same ones from the bar.
Brooks confesses to Max that he's cheated at every single game they've ever played. This is a hard no for like I
disowned.
This is such a betrayal.
We're never talking again. What do you mean?
I really can't. Like, my family takes board games so seriously, and we have long-standing grudges in our family about certain people will not play games with other people, like certain games. Like Zach, my brother Zach will not play Risk with me. He will not. Because I like absolutely ruined him one time in it, and he still won't play with me. And if somebody in my family had be like, yeah, every time I've ever won at a game, I was cheating. It's one thing because, okay, like my dad openly cheats. So if he said that, I'd be like, well, we know.
And you're funny about it.
Right.
Yeah.
But if you're seriously playing and then you tell me there's been 30 years of cheating.
And it's not just that. He has made Max feel inferior to him on purpose. And it has actually fucked Max up.
It actually, I mean, they managed to patch things up as brothers, but this would be possibly a final straw for me.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
With the impact that it's had on Max's life. Like my siblings' rivalries, it's not like that. It's a very friendly, like.
Right.
Yeah. But like, I can't imagine using that opportunity of cheating to win and then using that win to like degrade your brother for 30 years is so cruel.
And he says it's because he felt jealous of Max always. Like Max was smarter, Max had a really nice girlfriend and then wife or, you know, whatever. And so that's why he's also lied about his profession. I'm like, not a good enough reason.
I'm glad you like went through a journey of self-discovery to figure out why you did that, but hello? That doesn't do anything for me. I'm glad. Great. I'm so happy for you, but you fucked me up.
Yeah.
So I can't have kids
yeah. That's what Annie says is now he's messing with our babies. Now it's personal. And he says that he had the original plan for game night rigged so that Max could win his dream car. So the look in your jacket pocket thing was he like had the keys to the car in his own pocket.
Which is supposed to be this big gesture of
I'm a good
an
brother
apology.
now.
Yeah. And like
with his dirty money.
Right. Like it's a good first step in like, hey, let's talk about how you can actually apologize and actually make this up to me. But like, this has made everything so much worse. Yeah. I mean, it's a comedy. They wash over this.
Yeah. But in reality, fuck this
guy. Fuck this guy. Yeah. Hard. Yeah. So the goons get orders over the phone to kill them all. And so then they all start panicking. We thought we were going to be free to go. And a police car skids onto the scene. And it's Gary.
Yeah. Gary shoots the baddies. He shoots the guys. And they're like, oh my God, Gary, thank you so much. Oh my God, Gary. You're invited to every game night ever. You're amazing. And then one of them is still alive enough to shoot Gary in the chest. So Gary goes down.
Max and Annie are cradling him as he dies. And
you have
telling
a lot
him
to live for. We're your friends.
Yes. And don't let your life go. Stay with us, Gary. And he says, don't you ever screw me again. And they're like, huh? He splits out a blood packet.
He said it's not real.
All of it is not real.
Yep. And the bad guys also get up. They're like, they were actors too. All along, hired by Gary.
Yeah. So the only real gun that anybody had was Brooks's gun that Annie shot Max with.
Yeah. And she was waving around like at the actors too. Like,
yeah, she stuck it in her own mouth. They go to take a selfie before they take the hood off Brooks's head earlier in the movie. They go to take a selfie and she puts the gun in her mouth. It's very stressful.
Don't even be playing. I wouldn't even do that with a fake gun.
No, yeah. It's crazy. So yeah, Gary was teaching them a lesson and he wanted to come to game nights and wanted to be a hero in their eyes.
He totally overtook Brooks's whole thing. And so they're like, oh, good. Oh my God. So the egg thing was fake too. Oh, good. And he's like, what? So Gary put on this whole elaborate charade, has no idea about the egg, looked at the list and he said, oh, these are all people in witness protection. Then Gary actually gets shot.
Gets got for real, goes down. He's alive, but he goes down. Brooks's whole smuggling thing was real. Like that was all real. And so he did fuck people over with this egg. And the Bulgarian, who is what's his name? Michael. It's
he's another famous person.
Dexter.
Oh,
from Dexter.
No.
Michael C. Hall. Is that his name? Which is funny because they've only showed like blurry images of him the whole movie, and then of course like it was one of those roles where you like knew he was going to be somebody when he showed up. Brooks thinks he's going to kill them anyway, so he eats the paper before the Bulgarian can take it.
And he's like, well, we'll just cut it out of you on the plane. Not how I think that would work. It's a piece of paper. Would it not break down well before they could cut it out of him?
That's a great question. I don't know. I don't know how the acid in our stomach, how quickly that would work on paper. I mean, if you let paper sit in like water even for like 15 minutes, it might be too soggy to read.
Yeah.
So it's another
anyways, it's a comedy. We get over it. But I did.
They're gonna cut him open to get the paper. Whatever.
So they grab him and they literally said on the jet. So now they know where they're going, but they do shoot the tires of the minivan that they drove to get there. So they're like, you guys can't follow us now, at least in a timely manner. But he's got keys to the Stingray.
Which apparently is fairly, like, the house that Brooks rented is apparently fairly close by. So they get back there and they get the Stingray and arrive onto the airport runway pretty much right as this plane is taking off, or at least as it's taxiing to take off. And this is like a private airport. We're not at like a big municipal city airport.
Right. So they're able to drive onto the runway. And they do the thing. What is the movie they say it's like ripped off from? He's like, I have a plan. And she's like, is it to crash into the wheels like in blank movie?
Oh, I don't remember the movie.
He's like, yeah.
and he's like, yeah, that's the plan.
Successfully. They crash into the wheels so that the plane goes skidding across, which means he could totally ruin his brand new car.
His brand new car. Yeah, he says like, at least I got to drive it once.
Yeah.
It's a great, like, kind of sort of action comedy sequence of them defeating these bad guys. Annie has a couple really good moments.
Annie's the star of all of these sequences.
Of this sequence, yeah. There's one part where they're separated by a distance from each other and they're trying to communicate, and she's like, charades it to me.
Yeah.
And so they have to do like charades to talk to each other, which is like kind of a good little like full circle moment.
There's another time when she's standing outside and there's a bad guy facing her, like with his back to a propeller, like an engine. And the people inside accidentally turn the engines on for a second and he gets sucked through it.
Incredible style.
Yes. No capes.
No capes. This man didn't have a cape. He went in anyway. And Annie has that moment where she's like, no, he died.
Later, she's like, well, I just saw me die, but yeah, I'm okay.
I'm okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a really great like finale sequence. It's very funny and
they win. They defeat them ultimately.
Like we've talked about it, but like Max and Annie's whole thing throughout the whole movie, and they're having like active discussions about this, about having a baby or not. And like they're in the scene earlier where everybody's juggling the egg around. Max and Annie are like trying to figure out Max's psyche and why he feels this way he does. And
he's hesitant.
He comes around and realizes that he does want a baby here at the end.
He's like, I actually don't want Brooks's life. Brooks sucks.
I lived it tonight and it actually, no, thank you.
Yeah. Right.
And we get like a little not post credits, but like a little ending epilogue scene here. 3 months later, Brooks is under house arrest.
In a very modest apartment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're all going to Brooks's house for game night because Annie tells Max she's pregnant here through Pictionary, which is really cute. And it's a good little wrap up. But Brooks tells Max, oh yeah, I pooped out the witness protection list and sold it on the black market for $3 million. Yeah, I don't think paper is that. What kind of paper is this? Is it laminated or something? What's happening? But yeah, so he ratted those people out for $3 million.
He's like, oh, but I'm not a monster. I tipped them all off for $20,000 a piece.
So he's just a shitty person. He's just a bad dude. Like, you ruined those people's lives again.
But he got $3 million out of it. Like, I don't like that he won like that.
No. Plus he gets at least like an extra like $100K from extorting these people.
Yeah. So,
and he's now dating their fertility doctor, which pisses me off. Like, I don't know why that pisses me off, but it does.
It does. Me too.
It feels like an overstep.
Brooks.
No.
He doesn't have a redemption. You're right. It doesn't happen.
Yeah. they try with the whole car thing, him giving Max the car, which Max doesn't even get to keep because he had to save Brooks.
Yeah.
And I'm like, are you going to pay Max? Which I don't think Max and Annie would take this like dirty money, but like.
Yeah. For saving your life. And also like, I would never want to play games with him again.
Ever again. Yeah. No, I'd be
So
like,
I
you
would
can
make
flip
him
the timer.
confess to all my friends and then not let him play.
You have to
Tell
sit there
them
and
what
watch.
you told me and sit over there.
I just, you have to understand how serious Lauren and I take these things. That moment when, so we were in line at Disney World recently, and we like to play like Guess Who 20 Questions style when we're in line at Disney World. And Lauren and her boyfriend were playing, and she was trying to guess, and he misheard her, and the person was Bill Nye, and like he misheard her.
The answer.
He thought she had answered it, and he was like, "Oh, you didn't watch Bill Nye in school," and you were so upset.
I was like, "Why did you tell me the answer? I did not. You like he took away the satisfaction of me getting it right."
And I just stood there as witness to like the whole miscommunication. And it was so funny because Lauren was so upset, and he was so upset that he gave it away and took away the satisfaction. I was just like, oh my God. It was really cute. But like, this is what we mean when we like, we want to solve it ourselves.
Yeah.
But yeah, Brooke sucks, and that's fine. He can continue to suck.
Max has a really solid group around him, and Annie's awesome. It's okay. I really like this movie. I think the mystery elements of it were good. Like the twist of it all being Gary, I didn't see coming. And then the twist of, oh no, not all of it was Gary. I didn't see coming
like
either.
The immediate flip of like, oh, not yet. No, it wasn't actually all Gary.
Only some of it was Gary. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. It keeps you on your toes. And like, I don't know, like the comedy, mainstream comedy can really be hit or miss for me.
I agree.
And it didn't feel like the jokes were punching down on anybody. And one of the things with, I wanted to say with Winston's character, what's his character's name?
Kevin.
Kevin's character is like, in the various fights that happen in this movie, people keep getting flopped on glass tables, but they never break. And every time he's like, what is going on?
Glass tables are behaving weird tonight.
Subversions like that. I think this movie really works. Did you watch the post-credit scene with Gary? There's a little credit scene with Gary where you see in his basement, he has like a wall of like his whole plan. With like red string and everything. And it zooms in at one point on like an email he sent to Frito Lay asking if they ever do a 3-for-1 deal. It's so good. It's really funny. It's just a perfect little like cherry on top Gary moment. Oh, and the thing from the beginning of the movie when they're making out in the train, the marquee, it says "Don't trust Gary" on the marquee.
It does not.
It does. It says "Don't trust Gary," which is like I'm not the sort of person, I don't notice details like that unless I'm really, really specifically looking for them.
That's crazy.
But I love that that's there.
Wow, fun.
Yeah. Aww. Yeah, it's fun. But yeah, it's a great comedy. It's a good time. It's a perfectly long movie. I'm not a long movie person. I get the ADHD, man. I just feel like I gotta move. And this one just keeps me sat, and it's not too long, and it's funny. It's great. As far as rating goes, I feel like we haven't been rating things officially as much.
Yeah.
I would say it's probably like a 7, maybe 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
It's like a really solid action comedy if we're comparing it to its own genre.
Yeah, the rating's been tough because I feel like our thoughts on things often, they're based on our own experiences. Like if it's nostalgic for us or,
Yeah.
so I just,
After the last
Yeah.
episode, which was we covered one of the original Nancy Drew books, and Kendall said, "Oh, like you guys didn't rate it at the end," and I was like, "Yeah, but
what would we have done? Because we had a good time reading it, but kind of because we were low key making fun of it,
right."
So
Like I rate every book I read, like personally, on a specific system. And
yeah,
like if I was rating that book on the podcast, I probably would have given it like a 5 because it's like, yeah, it's what you expect it to be. It's nothing
Yeah.
special. But
Yeah.
like it got a 1.7 out of 10 on my actual book rating system.
right,
It's
yeah,
not good.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just hard to
Yeah.
compare a lot of the stuff we talk about.
Mhm.
Guess what, Lauren? What did we decide to do next?
We're doing contradiction.
Hey, Lauren
And I'm
remembered.
Actually, very excited about it.
Yes.
So we are going to cover the video game Contradiction. Really small budget, fun little game with like live action characters that came out quite a while ago now. And we're specifically going to be talking about the Jesse Cox and Dodger playthrough. All their VODs are on YouTube. So go watch it. It's really fun.
It's really fun. Or play it yourself. It's a really fun little
Yeah.
game. But if you want to just kick back, it's a very funny playthrough. And
Yeah.
the game is just similar vein of Nancy Drew, where it's not necessarily good,
No.
but it's not bad. And it's
And
fun
I think they
and
know
silly.
it's not good. Like
Right. Yeah, it's camp.
they lean
It's
into
very
it
camp.
and it's great. Yeah. Yeah.
That'll be a really fun one to record. So we'll see you guys then.
Bye.
Bye.
Many thanks to Kendall for editing our pod and for our lovely theme songs. Thank you to Cozy Snail Designs for our cozy cover art. You can support us on Patreon at patreon.com/senior detectives. We are also on Twitter at SNR_detectives, TikTok at SNR Detectives Pod, and on Instagram at Senior Detectives Pod. See you there.
See